tragic, comic tale of China for theater in 5 acts by Carlo Gordy. Act Berea.
Yes. Rule number 1. No eating or drinking in my theater. Come on.
Let go of me! Turandot, a tragic, comic tale of China for theater in 5 acts by Carlo Gordy.
Hello?
Act
Yeah, I'm
one.
in the show. That's all right.
Act 1.
Name of it? What's the name of the show?
Act
You don't know what show you came to see?
what?
What show is this? Turandot. Turandot. I don't know if it's a Congo night or not.
Rule number 2. No cell phones.
You let go of me right now! President Signal here about this! Turandot, a tragic, comic tale of China for theater in 5 acts by Carlo Gordy. Act 1. View of the city gate. Take key on the gate. No, get on! Oh, ow!
Rule number 3. No photography.
Turandot, a tragic, comic tale of China for theater in 5 acts by Carlo Gordy. Act 1. A view of the city gate of Peking. Upon the gate are many iron spears. What is it?
Well, listen, Pantalone, you're doing a very good job introducing the piece.
Of course I'm doing a good job. It's my job, after all, to recite this story to this audience.
Pantalone, I think it's just time to let the actors come on now.
Actors, I am reading this play. This is serious.
The ones that are backstage, they're waiting right now.
I am here.
Oh, but Pantalone, don't you remember we rehearsed with them for 9 weeks. 9 weeks. But during those 9 weeks, we made these costumes, and they made my mask, and the set. Do you like the set? It's so beautiful. So really, Pantalone, think it's time to let them start.
Turandot! Magic! Tale of China! 4 theater in 5 acts. By Carlo Gozzi. Act 1. A view of the city gates of Peking.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming and enjoy the show.
Oh, I knew I could find one good-hearted person, even in Peking.
No. Can it be?
Tarak!
Your Highness!
You in Peking!
You alive? Here!
Watch, for heaven's sake, don't give me away. How did you come here?
When King Charismo destroyed your army under the walls of Astrakhan, I saw the defeated Turks flee, and the barbarous Sultan Charismo usurped your throne and overrun the realm. I went back, wounded into the city. There I heard that you and your father, King Timur, had died in battle, and I wept. I went back to the city to save your poor mother Amaze, but I could not find her. The army was already entering Astrakhan unopposed, and I had to escape. Months later, my wanderings brought me to Peking. I changed my name to Hassan and pretended to be Persian. I met a poor widow who was down on her luck, and with some good advice and some gems I sold for her, I quickly improved her fortune. I liked her, and she was grateful. To this day, she thinks I am a Persian named Hassan, not Barak. Tell me, how is it that you come to be alive and here in Peking?
Don't mention my name. After that terrible battle, my father and I ran to the palace, and we quickly packed up the best of the jewels.
Of course.
Yes, and with my mother we fled, disguised as peasants.
Oh dear.
God, Brock, the sufferings and hardships. At the foot of Mount Caucasus, thieves stripped us of everything save our lives. Hunger and thirst were our constant companions, but on we went. I carried my old mother and father on my back by turns. First one, and then the other. One day we reached the city of Jake. At the mosques and in the bazaars, I begged for coins and crusts of bread. It's a shame, but that was not all. That savage tyrant Charismo had not found our bodies, and he was not satisfied with the rumors of our deaths. Well, he promised fat rewards to anyone who would bring him our heads. By chance, I discovered that the king of Jake was secretly searching for us through the city. I ran to my parents, and I urged them to flee. They wept. They wanted to die.
Stop, your highness! Say no more! The bravest, the most merciful, the wisest of royal families reduced to beggars! Please tell me, is my king still alive? And his wife?
Yes, Brock, both he and my mother are very much alive. But let me tell you the trials a man may be subject to. Although he is born to high station, we found ourselves at the court of Chikobad, the emperor of Karazani. There I took on the most menial jobs to support my parents. The king's daughter, Adelma, took pity on me, and I think she felt something beyond mere pity. Yes, her penetrating glance suggested that she felt I was more than just a humble servant. The king declared war on Altum, the emperor of China. You know, I don't really know why, and I never believed the stories told by the rabble. All I know is that the emperor defeated him, sacked the city, and put his entire family to the sword. Yes, except Adelma, whom they drowned in a river. Oh dear. Or so the story goes. We took off again to escape the raging war and slaughter. We finally arrived ragged and barefoot in Burlas, and there I provided for my parents for 4 years, working as, don't be shocked, a humble porter. Yes, I bore burdens on my back like a peasant.
No more, your highness. Say no more. Now that I see you in royal dress, please put this unhappiness aside and tell me that fortune smiled upon you at last.
Smiled? Yes. Wait. One day Alan lost the precious falcon. I caught it, and I returned it to him. He asked me who I was. I said that I was just a humble servant and provided for my parents by carrying burdens. Yes, well, he commanded that my parents be brought to the poorhouse and well cared for and looked after. Barak, that is where your king and queen are. My mother and father live in constant fear that they will be discovered and beheaded.
Oh God, such an unfair punishment!
The Emperor gave me this gold, and these fine clothes, and a good horse. In desperation, I embraced my parents and told them I was going to join the Emperor's army. If fortune favors me, oh yes, I will have my revenge, but I don't understand why the city is so full of foreigners. I couldn't even find lodgings. A kind woman in that house over there took me in and stabled my horse.
Your Highness, she is my wife.
Your wife? Oh, well, you are fortunate to possess such a gracious woman. I will return to Rock. I went to see the ceremony which has brought so many people to Peking. Then I will present myself to the Emperor and ask to be accepted as a soldier in his army. Farewell.
Stop it off! Don't be drawn into this grisly spectacle! Peking is a theater of atrocities!
What do you mean?
Haven't you heard of Turandot, the Emperor's only daughter? She is as cruel as she is beautiful. She brings us slaughter, tears, and mourning.
Yes, I do remember hearing some foolish stories being told about her among the Kharazani. They even said that King Chikobad's son died here in Peking in some horrific way, and that is why the Emperor declared war on China. But the ignorant common folk, Brock, they make these things up. They think they know their master's business, but the sensible man, well, he listens to them and he laughs.
Turandot is as wise as a sage. It's so beautiful that no painter can do her justice. Portraits of her have passed from hand to hand in royal courts, and many princes have asked to marry her, all in vain, for the heartless creature hates men.
That's the story I've heard before, Barak.
It's not a tale. Her father tried to marry her many times. She would inherit the empire, and he wished to find a royal husband who would be capable of governing it. But the obstinate woman refused, and he, her loving father, would not force her. Finally, he's had to fight wars because of her, and though he is powerful and has always won, he is growing old. Finally, he spoke to her firmly, trying to reason with her. Either take a husband, or tell me how to avoid these wars you have caused by your unjust refusals. Turandot said over and over again she tried to rebel, but finally the viper fell ill from sheer rage, and at the point of death, asked her saddened but steadfast father to grant her one diabolical request.
Yes, I know just what you're about to say, Barak. She wanted her father to issue an edict that any man could ask for her hand, but on this condition, that in front of the Imperial Council she would present him with 3 riddles. If he succeeded, she would accept him as a husband and heir to her empire. If he failed, Altoum by solemn vow would have him be. Is that the same fairy tale, Barak? Tell me the rest, because I bore myself reciting it.
It's no fairy tale. The Emperor rebelled when he heard that, but the tigerish woman nearly drove the poor old man out of his mind. Sometimes she stormed at him, other times she pretended to be dying. And at last she said, no man dare attempt it, and I will live in peace. And if any man do, my father shall not be held responsible for carrying out a sworn public edict. The law was sworn and publicly proclaimed, and I wish I could say it was a fairy tale, whose effects are no more than a dream.
I believe it since you were the one who was telling me, but certainly no prince would have been foolish enough to take up that challenge.
No? Look! Those are the heads of the princes that have tried to solve Turandot's riddles!
Monstrous! Oh, how could they have been so stupid in throwing away their lives for such a bloodthirsty woman?
Oh, you wouldn't say that if you had seen her portrait. It has such power of fascination that it causes young men who glimpse at it to rush blindly to their death.
A blind man might do that.
Oh, even a wise man would. Today, the crowds in Peking are here to see the beheading of Prince Samarkand, the most handsome, intelligent, and gracious man that this city has ever seen. Altoum regrets his vow and weeps, while his tigerish, inhuman daughter gloats in triumph. I left the city as not to see it. Listen! The dreary sound is the signal for the axe to fall!
These are strange events you describe, Barak, but certainly nature could not have given birth to a woman so stripped of compassion and incapable of loving.
My daughter is one of Turandot's servants. She tells my wife things. Your Highness, Turandot is a tigress, and her greatest sin is unrelenting pride.
To the devil with that inhumane abomination. Why, if I were her father, I would burn her at the stake.
Look, there is Ishmael, the tutor of the prince that they have just beheaded. Oh, my poor friend, he's weeping.
My prince is dead, Why didn't they behead me instead?
Did you let him take the chance of solving the riddles?
Don't add insult to my injuries. I did my duty, Barack. If I'd had time, I'd have told his father, but I had no time, and the boy wouldn't listen to reason. A tutor's only a servant and cannot command his praise.
Don't grieve for him, Ishmael. Try to look at this calmly like a philosopher.
Don't grieve for him. I loved him, Barack, and the memory of his last words will be a knife in my heart as long as I live. Don't weep for me, he said. I die willingly, since the cruel woman cannot be mine. Go to my royal father and beg his forgiveness for leaving his court without saying goodbye. I only disobeyed him because I was afraid he would not let me go. Show him this portrait. When he sees her beauty, he'll forgive me and pity my fate. Then he kissed this loathsome portrait 100 times and drew his robes back from his neck. Then, ghastly sight, I saw his blood spurt and his body fall to the ground. As the executioner clutched my dear master's severed head, I fled, blind with grief and horror. Ah, a curse on this foul, hellish portrait. If only I could travel on Turandot like this and this. Take you back to my king? No, I'll never return to Samarkand. I'll go into the desert and weep away my life.
You heard that, Your Highness?
Yes, and I pity him, but certainly this portrait cannot have such unheard of power.
Your Highness, what are you doing?
Looking at the portrait, I wanted to see this enchanted beauty.
No, it would be like looking at Medusa. I won't let you.
You may believe that foolishness, but I don't. Besides, Barack, I've never met a woman who could make me look twice at her, much less cut me to the heart. And I mean a living woman, Barack. Let's see if a few signs daubed by a painter can have that same dramatic effect. Besides, I have gloomier things to think about than that.
No, for pity's sake, close your eyes. Don't look.
Show some respect, you blockhead.
I foresaw this disaster.
Hurrah! This sweet image, those gentle eyes, those soft breasts. Oh, they can never conceal the stony, tyrannical heart that you've described.
But Your Highness, Turandot is even more lovely than her portrait. No painter has captured all her beauty. I won't lie to you, but neither will the highest eloquence of the finest speaker succeed in describing her pride, her ambition, the rancor, and the perversity of her heart. Quickly, Your Highness, throw that poisonous image far from you. Its beauty is deadly, a plague.
Don't try to frighten me, Barack. The curve of those flushing cheeks, those smiling lips and eyes. How fortunate a man would be to possess such perfection and harmony here on earth in the living, speaking form. Yes. Barack, do not reveal my name to anyone. I must grasp at my destiny. I will solve those riddles. I will win the most beautiful woman alive. Oh, yes, together with her empower us. Give up a life I cannot endure without her. Most dear one, I will unravel your enigmas. Will become your victim. Barack, if I do not succeed, will they Will they let me see her beauty in the living form before I die?
Before you try the riddles, look at that! The Prince of Samarkand's blood-soaked skull is still warm with his blood and steaming in his cold hair. That man is his executioner, and will be yours as well. Your death is certain. The riddles cannot be solved, and tomorrow your head will sit on a pike next to his, with your face frozen and contorted to serve as a warning for other brave fools.
Unfortunate boy. What destiny drives me to become your companion? I must take my chance. Perhaps heaven is tired of inflicting misfortune upon me and will now make me happy. Perhaps I will save my parents. Perhaps I will solve those riddles. Barak, if I do, I will greatly reward your concern for me. Farewell.
No! For pity's sake, my dear boy! Wife! Come here! My friend hopes to solve Turandot's riddles!
Who? Oh! My guest! Who has persuaded you to go to your death?
This beautiful portrait. She summons me.
Who gave you that damnable painting?
A chance encounter!
Good woman, and you, Hassan, I leave with you this gold. If you are willing to use some of it for sacrifices, let everybody pray for this unfortunate man. Farewell.
My lord!
Stop, boy! Oh, he won't listen. He's hurrying off to his death, the poor, generous man. Who is he, Hassan?
Don't be so inquisitive. He has a sharp mind. Perhaps there is hope for him. But for now, we will have to donate every bit of gold to the priests and the poor. They will pray for him. But for now, we will have to mourn his death.
I'll give all this gold to charity for him, and all the money of my own I can scrape together. His handsome face, his elegant manner mark him as a noble-hearted soul. And he is a friend of my dear husband. We'll do all we can. We'll sacrifice 300 chickens to mighty Burging Gazino and 300 fish from the river and huge quantities of beans and rice. May Confucius listen to our prayers.
And the cobwebs in that corner.
Hey you! Head eunuch! What is all this?
An emergency meeting of the Imperial Council in 5 minutes. The Emperor, the judges, my darling little princess, the whole gang. Business is booming. Another prince begging to be barbered down to the collarbone. The collarbone!
You beheaded one an hour ago. What is this? 2 heads are better than 1. What are you so tickled about?
Nobody asks these princes to take the risk. But when I see my darling little princess, they lose their heads. Fine by me. Whenever a new one gets in the neck, the princess gives me a lovely tip.
Parasite. Suck her off. If you love the princess so much, why don't you marry her yourself?
A wife, don't make me sick. All women's are pain in the ass. And princesses are the worst.
Of course. You're the head eunuch. You gave up that equipment. That was reckless. Left him rockless. You'll never know what you're missing.
I'm not missing nothing. Marriage is disgusting. You want to know why? Because it produces little Brigellas like you, who grow up to produce little Brigellas!
You don't know what you're talking about. If your mother hadn't been married, you wouldn't have been born.
That's a stinking lie. My mother was never married a day in her life. And I did get born, didn't I?
Sure you got born.
Against the rules.
Let me tell you something about rules, lover boy. Or should I say, boy lover? I know all the things you told the pages there is about marriage.
Why, you dirty little... I will score your cheeks, all 4 of them!
Quit touching me!
Oh, you're gonna get it, you little... Quit it, rat!
Get away from me!
Oh, you're gonna...
Watch it! The Emperor's processional!
Let's get out of here! To the servants' quarters!
To the harem!
Responsibility. One funeral is barely over. I've hardly finished weeping over the death of one unlucky prince when another appears to renew my anguish. Cruel daughter, she was born to torture me. I cursed the day I swore that solemn vow to sacred Confucius. Ah, what good does cursing do me? My daughter will not yield, and the stream of insolent wooers never ceases. Who can advise me how to break this desperate stalemate? Oh!
My dear Majesty, I don't know what to say. In my country, well, there aren't any laws like that. Princes don't fall in love with portraits of girls. Oh, at least not enough to lose their heads over them. We don't have girls like a Donna Turandot who hate men. Not on your life. Why, before my bad luck brought me here to this country and good fortune rewarded me, I more than deserve. By making me your secretary. I didn't know a thing about China. I thought it was one of those powders you take for tertian fever. Still can't believe all these vows and beheadings. Why, if I told them about that back in Venice, you know what they'd say to me? They'd say, "Come up with your old windbag, you line spinner. Go tell your fairy tales to the kids." And then they'd laugh in my face and turn their backsides on me.
Tartaglia, did you speak
in the palace, in the rooms that we give to the foreign princes. Oh, he's so handsome. Oh, and he has such a noble way of speaking. Oh, I could hardly believe it. I liked him right away. Oh, I never, ever saw a worthier man. Oh, but it breaks my heart. An attractive youngster like that. Oh, come to be slain like a lamb.
The misery of it. Have the sacrifices been performed? Perhaps this time the heavens will help the prince solve my daughter's riddles. A vain hope.
Oh, we sacrificed, all right. We sacrificed. Oh, we sacrificed 100 bulls to the sky, 100 horses to the sun, 100 pigs to the moon. But I don't see the good of that Imperial slaughter.
We should have sacrificed that virginal vixen of a Turandot. That would have solved our riddle.
Very well. Bring in the new prince. We will try to dissuade him. You, my faithful ministers, and you, judges, help me to convince him if words fail me in my sorrow.
Oh, we've been through plenty of experience, Your Majesty. Why, we're at our lungs talking, and then he'll get his throat cut like a turkey.
Oh, don't give up hope yet, Peter Loney. He seemed bright.
You think he can solve that bitch's riddles? Not a chance.
Rise, you rash young man. What a noble bearing. I pity this man more than... Tell me, you misguided man, where are you from? What king is your father?
My lord, may it please you to let my name remain unknown.
You dare aspire to my daughter's hand without telling me who you are?
I am a prince. If I solve the riddles, I will reveal my name and my nation. That way you know that I did not aspire to your daughter's hand without having royal blood in my own veins. But for now, may it please you to let my name remain unknown.
Nobly spoken. I pity him more nor. What if you solve my daughter's riddles, and I find you are not of noble blood?
The law... My lord, the law only applies to princes. If I solve the riddles and cannot prove my blood noble, then strike my head from my shoulders and feed my body to the dogs and the crows. There is a man in Peking who knows me and can tell you who I am. But for now, may it please you to let my name remain unknown.
I will permit it. I can deny nothing to such a fine-looking young man who speaks so exaltedly. If only you were as eager to grant the wishes of an emperor. Draw back from this trial, Prince. Draw back from this frightful trial. You have made such a strong impression on me that I will grant you anything within my power. Join me now in ruling my empire. After my death, you will be royally rewarded. If you have any pity, brave man, do not force me to be a murderer against my will and to weep over your corpse. My subjects call me a weakling for having sworn such an unwise vow, and they despise my daughter's vain, cruel obstinacy, and I despise myself for having given birth to her. Draw back from this trial, Prince. Do not increase my misery.
The gods know how much I pity you. Your daughter could not have learned such cruelty from such a father. Your faults, if they are faults, were to bring into the world a woman whose beauty enthralls men, and to love your only child. I thank you for your kind words, but I cannot accept. Heaven will make the empire mine by allowing me to possess Turandot, or I will die unable to survive her loss. This is my choice, death or Turandot.
My dear young prince, have you seen all the skulls posted on the city gate? Need I say more? I don't know why you want yourself slaughtered like a goat without any hope of winning. Why make us weep? Listen, that princess will whip up 3 riddles even the astrologer, sing or hell, couldn't deal with. Why, these judges here have poured out their eyes over riddle books, hundreds of them, worn them out, and even they have a hard time figuring these ones. They're hard ones, not easy, not like, why did the chicken swim the Grand Canal? No, hard, the brand new ones are damned hard. Why, if the judges weren't given the answers on the sacred scroll, even they wouldn't know what was going on. My dear boy, pull out of this mess while you still can. Watching you here as handsome as a painting. Well, I feel sorry for you. Listen, if you go through with these trials, I'd give no more for your head than a radish in the Imperial garden.
Your advice does not disconcert me, old man. This is my choice, death or Turandot.
Turandot! Turandot! My dear young fellow, you are as stubborn as the devil. Now listen, we are not betting a cup of hot chocolate. And a coffee in the cave. No, we are talking about your brain box, boy. Isn't that enough for you? His Majesty is practically on his royal knees. He's gone and sacrificed 100 bulls to the sun, and 100 pigs to the moon, and 100 horses to the sky to bring you luck. But you luck of ingratitude! You are going through with this no matter how much pain you cause him. Even if Turandot were the last woman on the earth, your stubbornness would make no sense. Sorry. It's just my affection for you talking. Oh, don't you understand? You'll lose your tongue.
You speak disrespectfully. I will not listen. This is my choice, death or Turandot.
Then your cruelty shall be satisfied. Go forward to the death you desire and leave me to my grief.
Oh, heavenly gods, inspire me. Do not let me be overwhelmed by her beauty. My mind is faltering, my heart is racing. Sages, members of my council, wise judges of the answers of my life, I beg you to pardon my daring. Take pity on a man who is blinded by love and does not know where he is or what he is doing, and abandons himself to his destiny.
Bring the princess to the council hall to meet her new victim.
life.
Dear daughter, this man is worthy to be your husband. Accept him in these trials and stop tormenting your father.
Zelima, this is the first time a princess made me feel sorry for him.
Then give him easy riddles, your highness. In your cruelty.
What? And lose my reputation? How dare you suggest it?
God in heaven, I can't believe this. The man who was a servant in my father's courts and a prince? Oh, I knew it in my heart. I was sure of it.
Prince, do not attempt this fatal trial. Whatever lies you have heard about me, the gods know I'm not heartless. But I abhor your sex, and I defend myself in the only way I know, so that I may remain free from men. Why should I not be as free as you are? Who forced you to come here to make me be cruel against my will? If prayers can convince you, I will beg you humbly to withdraw. Do not try to pit your skill against mine. My skill is the only thing I'm proud of. God gave me intelligence and ability. If my ingenuity were beaten in this contest, I would die of shame. Go. Do not oblige me to put the riddles to you, or you will die.
All of this beauty of voice and face, all of the spirit and discernment in a woman. Why, I would be a fool to not risk my life to have her. Turandot, you boast of your intelligence, yet you do not see the greater your merits, the more men will yearn to have you. Why, if I had 1,000 lives in this poor body, cruel princess, I would risk them all for you.
Oh, for pity's sake, make your riddles easy. He is worthy of you.
How sweetly he speaks. If only he could be mine. Why didn't I realize he was a prince before my fate turned me from a princess into a servant? Oh, my heart is alight with love, now that I know he is of noble birth. That love will give me courage. Turandot, don't forsake your glory.
How does this man weaken me with compassion? No, I must be strong. Foolhardy prince, prepare yourself for the contest.
Prince, do you still insist?
My lord, I do. This is my choice. Death or Turandot.
Then let the fatal decree be read aloud. Elizabeth trembled. swear that I will faithfully uphold my vow. So be it.
Listen well, stranger. We notice her presence in lands high and low, in cities, the country, wherever we go. In war as in peace, she is safe in her place, and everyone living has looked on her face. She is friendly to all, and she strives for our gain, yet her unequal splendor can drive men insane. You know who she is, but don't know that you do. Now answer me, stranger, my riddle is through.
I shall be a happy man, princess, if none of your riddles is more obscure than this one. That presence we notice in lands high and low, in cities, the country, wherever we go, who at wars and peace remains safe in her place, and everyone living has seen face to face. That friendly creature who strives for our gain, but whose unequaled splendors can drive men insane, has a name that I know, and your riddle's undone. My princess, I give you the answer. The sun!
Oh, he got it! My boy, I've been helping you with the remaining riddles.
Oh, gods, give him the correct answers.
Heaven forbid! He must not become Turandot's husband. I feel faint.
Could he outwit and defeat me? Ha! Never. Listen well, and riddle me this. The tree in which the hours of human life are told is as young as a newborn infant, yet infinitely old. Its leaves are white on one side, on the other, black as sable. Tell me what this tree is, Prince, if you are able.
Ah, do not be distressed, princess, if I succeed in solving your riddles. That tree in which the hours of human life are told, as young as a newborn infant, yet infinitely old, whose leaves like days are white, and make your riddles clear by being black as the night below, this tree must be the year.
How happy this makes me. May God help him with the last riddle.
Your Highness, and you will be shamed before the assembled High Council. He will defeat you.
Never! The heavens will fall, the human race perish first. Fool! Can't you see I hate you more the more you hope to defeat me? Leave this hall, escape this last riddle, and save your life.
Princess, if I am not worth your compassion, then let him strike my head from my shoulder.
Stop, my dear boy. Stop, daughter. There is no need for the final riddle. He is worthy to be your husband. Accept him. End these trials and stop tormenting your father.
No! The law must take its course.
My lord, do not be distressed. This is my choice. Death, Turandot.
Then take death. Tell me the name of the kingly beast who makes the world tremble and ruins his foes. Still mighty today as he was in the past, winged and four-footed in active repose. His hindquarters rest on the restless seas. His breast and his forepaws cover the sand. His untiring wings will never cease to cast his protection over the land. Look at my face and try not to tremble. Who is the beast, Prince? Answer or die.
Oh, that beauty!
Stop my dear. Come to your senses. Don't be afraid.
Stranger, you're mine. Love will show me how to rescue you.
Oh, my boy! If only I could end him. My guts are quivering.
If I were in the royal presence, I'd run for the smelling salts.
You have lost, Prince. You shall have the death you asked for.
Turandot, The sight of your beauty stunned and confused me, but I have not lost. That four-footed beast endowed with wings, who lives on land and sea and brings protection to a lucky nation, the mightiest power in all creation, who wards off every harm and menace. I know his name. The Lion of Venice!
Daughter, you can no longer rule me with your whims. Come to me, Prince. Come to me.
Stop this! He is not my husband yet, nor will he be. I must ask him 3 more riddles tomorrow. I demand it. I did not have time to prepare, or time to think. Stop!
Cold-hearted woman! No more tolerance from me. The brutal laws follow to the letter. My ministers will now pronounce your sentence.
Pardon me, princess. We don't need any more riddles, or any more heads chopped off like pumpkins. This boy got them right. The law was followed, and by God, we're going to enjoy your wedding cake. What do you say there, Chancellor?
I say it's an open shut case. I sentence her to marriage. What do you say, judges?
The law is clear. The vow to Confucius has been fulfilled.
We will go to the temple. There the prince will tell us who he is, and the prince...
Father, have mercy, postpone.
No more delays. I will not give way.
Father, if you love me, if you value my life, let me pose you questions. I could not endure the shame. I will die before you subject me to this arrogant man, and before I consent to become a wife. The thought of it, the very word, wife, is enough to kill me.
I refuse to heed your stubborn, fanatical brutality. Minister, to the temple.
My lord, Turandot, I beg you to revoke your orders. I cannot be happy so long as she hates me, and what good is my compassion worth if in return it receives only hatred? Ruthless woman. If you do not wish me to be your husband, then you shall get what you want. But tell me, if you could feel my pain, then you would feel for me. Do you want me to die? If so, then, my lord, I agree to a new contest, because I no longer value my life.
Oh, no more contests, no more concessions. To the temple!
To the temple, then, and your daughter will die at the altar.
Die, my lord! I beg you to grant me this much. Tomorrow, here in the council hall, I will ask Turandot a riddle. Oh. Who is the prince who fed his father by carrying burdens and begging his bread? Who is the prince who loved the princess and answered riddles while risking his head? That prince whose misfortune gave way to his fame, but still is unfortunate. What is his name? Tomorrow, in the council hall, you must tell me the name of that unlucky man and of his father. If you fail, torture me no longer. Give me your hand and become my devoted wife. If you succeed, then let me die. Be satisfied with my blood.
I accept your offer, stranger.
Oh, a new danger.
I can hope again.
I do not accept this offer.
My lord, I beg you to concede this favor to your daughter and to me. If you have any mercy at all, let her answer the riddles tomorrow. She is intelligent.
I'm suffocating with anger. He is mocking me.
How can you make that imprudent request, you foolish man? You do not appreciate this woman's cunning. But as you insist, I will agree to another contest. If she answers your riddle, she need not become your wife, but I will not allow her to put you to death. Our two will never again weep over the death of a murdered prince. Come with me. fool! Why did you do that?
But I, too, am of royal blood, at least her equal. How long must I serve her? I must strike back and throw off my servitude or die!
No, my lady, it is too soon.
Not another word. Don't ask me to bear it any longer. She is coming, my enemy. Her heart overflowing with anger and shame, almost demented. Time to risk everything or die.
Zelima, I can't bear it. My shame scorches my heart.
Oh, my lady, how can such a handsome, generous man provoke your hatred? He loves you so much.
Stop tormenting me. I'm ashamed to admit. He made me feel as I've never felt before. Feverish. Ice cold. It can't be true. Zelima, I hate him. I wish him dead. He humiliated me in front of the High Council. Soon everyone in the Empire will know how I was overcome. They'll laugh at me. Laugh at my ignorance. Help me, Zelima. I must not give the wrong answer tomorrow and be forced to marry him. The prince whose bad fortune gave way to his fame, yet still is unfortunate. What is his name? He means himself, but who on earth can tell me his name? The Emperor says he may keep it secret until the moment of the trial. I accepted the challenge only to gain time. I will never be able to guess it. What can I do, Zelima?
Aren't there magicians in Peking? Or a soothsayer to consult?
You may be credulous, Zelima, but I am not. Only the ignorant rabble believes in those frauds. Have you no better suggestion?
Do you remember how he sighed? How much pain there was in his voice when he spoke to you? How he went to his knees and begged your father to let you ask more riddles?
Stop! I feel... No, I won't give in. Men are liars, cheats, incapable of loving any woman. They pretend to love only in order to seduce us. And when they have us, not only do they not love us, but they disregard their marriage vows and skip from woman to woman. Don't speak in his favor, Zelima. If he wins tomorrow, I will hate him more bitterly than death itself. If I imagine how I could be defeated, I will go insane!
You are young and proud, my lady, but an unhappy time will come. There will be no more suitors, and your regrets will then be unavailing. What do you lose by being defeated? What magical glory? What honor?
Those are the questions of a low-born woman. Zelima, you have no conception of what a princess feels. The agonizing shame in being publicly debased after so many victories. I saw the eyes of those men. More than 100 of them, shining in triumph. Oh, they sneered, they laughed at her riddles, as if an idiot child had asked them. How can you feel for what she feels when she may become a wife against her will and her instincts?
Stop! I don't need to hear.
In what way does it hurt her to become a wife?
Please, how can you understand a noble heart? I am no flatterer. Do you think it is easy to accept the challenge, guess the prince's name, and stand up before the assembled high council tomorrow in front of the nobles and the rabble? And if she answers incorrectly, or if she can't answer at all...
Adelma, if I cannot announce his name tomorrow, I will stab myself!
No, princess, you will solve the riddle, by wit or by slyness.
Very well. You understand the princess better than I do. You help her.
Yes, my dear Adelma. How will I learn the prince's name and his father's name too if I don't know where he comes from?
He said in the council hall that someone in Peking can identify him. Search every corner of the city, offer gems and gold.
Take gold and gems. Spend them as you will. Take all my treasure, but I must know that name.
Who will you search for? And how will you spend her treasure? And how will you disguise her cheating? How will you hide the fact that she has not discovered his name by her own wits, but by fraud?
Who would know unless you betrayed her?
You go too far! Princess, keep your treasure. I'd hoped to come and reconcile you to a worthy husband, but since I cannot, I will be ruled by my duty to my mistress. My mother, Scarina, told me she was delighted that the riddles had been solved. She did not know about the new trial, but she said the prince was staying at her house and that my stepfather Hassan knows him. I asked her his name, but Hassan will not tell her. She promised she would try to find out. Now, princess, you cannot doubt my love for you, or my obedience.
Stay with me, Zelima. Don't go.
Turandot, Zelima may have given you a lead, but it is senseless to think that her stepfather will reveal the names now that he has heard about the new trial. Oh, there is no time to lose. Let us retire, and I will give you my advice in secret.
Yes, my friend, come. I will do anything to keep the stranger from winning.
This is the moment. Gods of love, help me to break off my servitude. My enemy's pride will become my ally.
But you are the only man in Peking who knows my name. Our kingdom fell to the invader 8 years ago, and we hid our identities.
Forgive me, my lord. You were unwise. Men who are ill-used must learn to fear even the impossible. Walls, trees, inanimate objects denounce them. Everyone is against them. I don't understand it. You managed to outdo that supremely beautiful woman. You won an empire at the risk of your life. And then, out of pity for her, you threw it all away.
My love for her cannot be measured by material gain or loss, Barak. Besides, you didn't see my turner's anger up there in the council chamber, her desperation.
You should have first thought of your parents' poverty, not of a beaten woman's anger.
Don't scold me, Barak. I'm trying to soften her heart. Perhaps she feels a spark of gratitude for what I've done.
Turandot, you must be dreaming.
I can't lose her now. Did you reveal my name? Did you tell your wife?
My lord, I know my duty towards you, and yet, at this disturbing presentiment, I don't know why I'm trembling.
Where did he go? I can't believe you let him out of your sight for 1 minute. You lived to be. Here he is, my Jingo.
Your Highness, who is this man?
Where did you run off to? Who's this fellow?
More trouble, what are they after?
Ooh, I don't know him. I met him just this minute. I was asking him about the, city people.
Your Highness, you've got a screw loose under your turban. You are too trustful. I saw that in the council hall. How the devil could you do such a dumb thing?
Come on, what's done is done. Your Highness, you may not know it. You're way over your head. Why, if we weren't here to watch out for you, why, you'd pull some stupid stunt and let that girl string you up like salami. And as for you, soup strainer, baby beard, Why don't you go run along now? Your Highness, please go back to your room. And Berea! The Emperor has mobilized 2,000 soldiers. You want to take all of them and guard the prince's door. Nobody gets in. You hear that? Emperor's orders. He likes you, Your Highness. He wants you for his son-in-law. But listen, that was a crazy giveaway in the council hall. For heaven's sake, don't let your name slip. Unless maybe you want to whisper it to me, you know, as a special favor.
You obey your poor old man.
Bravo! Bravo! Better it together, he's all yours.
Are you sure you're finished talking? I've been ready for half an hour.
Guard him well together. If you're fond of your head.
Oh, don't worry about my head. I'm rather attached to it.
Listen, Your Highness. Oh, I'm dying to know who you are. Oh, you can trust me. I know how to keep a secret. Yeah.
No, you'll know tomorrow, not before.
Excellent! That's the ticket. Don't you tell a soul.
Farewell, Your Highness. As for you, baby bear, why don't you get out of the palace, go smoke a pipe in the square, mind your own business.
And keep your mind on money. I don't like your looks, fellow. Humph!
Humph!
Excuse me, Your Highness. Emperor's orders. Shall I show you to your room?
Yes, I'll go with you. We'll meet again when all of this is resolved for the better.
Come on! That's enough!
Goodbye, my lord.
Haven't you had enough yet?
Have you guard your tongue, my foolhardy prince? I will certainly guard mine.
My son, can it be? My son, surrounded by soldiers of the troops of Charisma, the tyrant who stole my kingdom around in Peking as well. At least I can tie with them.
Stop, old man! How do you know that name? I'll kill you! Tell me where you're from and how you know that name!
Barack? Alive and here in Peking?
It's Timur!
Yes, you traitor! Go on! Kill me! I am weary of my life. If my trusted minister has taken this code, if Father Charisma has captured my son, then I have no reason to leave.
Pardon me, Your Highness. My anger sprang from my love for you and your son. Please, if you love him, tell no one his name or yours. Here I am called a son, not Barak. I hope we have not been overheard. Tell me, is the queen with you?
Oh, must you remind me of my dear wife? There now for refuge in Paris, tormented by past troubles and present anguish. In my weary arms she clasped my son's name, the last word on her lips. She died.
My poor queen!
In desperation, I came to Peking, seeking my son and my own death. In this first moment as I arrived, I saw him surrounded by soldiers, captured.
Your Majesty, perhaps tomorrow your son will be a happy man, and you will be too, as long as you tell no one his name or yours.
What are these mysteries?
We are far from the palace. I will tell you on the way that... Scarina? Coming out of Turandot's room! We're lost! What have you been doing?
I was glad to stray
stranger had solved the riddles, and I wanted to find out whether that tiger of a Turandot could stand to become a wife. So I went to see Zelima.
Foolish woman! Before taking note of dangers, you run to your daughter and gossip. I was looking to forbid you for what you had just done, and now I am too late. What did you tell her?
Well, I know.
I can hear it now. You told a stranger the prince is our guest, and that I know his name, didn't you?
But would it be bad if I had said that?
Did you say it?
Yes, and she wanted to know his name.
I didn't know, and to tell you the truth, I promised.
Quickly, we must go.
I don't understand his mysteries.
There's no time. Oh no! Here come Turandot's eunuchs. They're after me. Quickly, we have to go. Take this old man with you.
Oh, but then you tell me.
No, be silent. Tell no one your name. Hurry, you must be going. Wife, if you are grateful for all I have done for you, then you will take this tragedy you have set in motion and you will run and hide until tomorrow. Now go.
Husband!
Can you come with us? I don't understand.
No, there's no time. I have to stay. Come on.
What did I do wrong?
God, what agony! There's no time. Hurry, you must escape. Poor old man. Very well then, we must leave together.
But why?
Oh no, too late! You are looking for a son. I am he.
Shut your trap. I've come to do you a favor. A big favor.
Yes, I know. Come, take me away.
A favor like you've never dreamed of. Why, to get into the harem's rooms and in Turandot's room. Why, even if a fly comes buzzing in, we check to see if it's male or female. And you lucky dog. Who's the old geezer?
A beggar. I don't know him. Shall we be going?
I'm in a generous mood. I'll do him a favor too. Come along. Who's the woman?
Your mistress was looking for me and no one else. I've never seen her before.
What, are you blind? I know who she is. She's your wife. Although, I've never seen her before. You crooked mouth. I ought to give you a fat... Get him, boys! And let's get out of here.
What do you want with me?
What's going on?
Be strong. Remember what I told you.
Shut your faces and get the lead out. 1, 2, 3, 4, up. 2, 3, 4, up.
You still have time to save yourselves. I repeat my offer. That pile of gold is yours. But I tell you again, if you refuse to confess the name of the prince and his father, my eunuchs will whip you to death. Eunuchs!
Kill me or torture me, Turandot. I am ready to die. I know the name of the prince and his father, but I would sooner face torment and death than tell you. To me, your gold is less than dirt. Oh, don't cry for me, wife. Save your tears for this poor old man. Beg the princess to save his life, not mine. For his only fault is that he is my friend.
Have mercy.
Oh, stop! Do not weep for the life of unlooked man who wishes for death to ease his misery. My friend, I will die, but you must live. I'll tell you.
No, don't tell his name, or you will be lost.
So you know his name, old man.
Do I know it? You go a woman! Explain this mystery, my friend. Why can I not tell her?
Because if you tell him his name, he'll be lost.
Old man, he hopes to frighten you. Whip him, you.
Husband! My husband!
Stop! Princess, this is torture. Swear that his life and the prince's life will be safe. And I'll tell you the name. Let the punishment fall on me. I want sick to escape it.
I swear upon my head to Judge Confucius that I will spare your lives and that of the unknown prince.
Liar! Say nothing, old man. There's a poison hidden in that oath. Turandot, swear that when you know the two names that you will marry the stranger and you will not let him die of heartbreak. Swear that we will be released and you will not keep us to rot forever in a dungeon so that no one knows that you cheated in the contest. If you swear to all that, Turandot, I will gladly tell you the prince's name.
What are these mysteries? Heaven, please enlighten me!
I'm tired of this resistance. You may kill them all!
Have mercy, your highness!
Now you see what she is like.
Oh, my son! I surrender my life for you. Your mother's dead, and now I follow her.
Stop, eunuch! You are a king? You are the prince's father?
Yes, I am a father, a king, a papa.
A king reduced to this.
A king? So abject and such poverty. Father of the prince I'm trying to hate. Although, in my heart, what am I thinking? Father of the man who put me to shame, who tainted my glory. There was not much time left. Tell me more, old man, at once.
What should I do, my friend?
Suffer and remain silent. Turandot, he is a king. If you harm him, you disgrace your own nobility. Instead, take your inhumanity out on me. But you will never know the prince's name.
Yes, I will respect the old king. But you would give up my anger. You prevented him from answering me. And now, you will pay for your folly.
Husband! Oh, God, my husband! My lady, I overheard what was said here. Quickly, have your eunuchs hide these two prisoners. I'll do will be here in a moment. Scarina, give me that gold. I have bribed some of the prince's guards, and we may enter his room and speak with him. It is of my doing. If you all follow my advice, Turandot will be free, happy, and victorious again. Scarina, if you love your husband, and you, Zelima, if your mother is dear to you, do exactly as I say. Carry out my plan, and you will be rich. Oh, quickly, and before long, we will all rejoice.
Do as you see fit, my friend. Take the gold. Scarina and Zelima will go with you. You three are my only hope.
Scarina, Zelima, follow me. If only I can find out the prince's name. Turandot will reject him, and then perhaps he will be mine if I can convince him to take me with him and leave this city.
Wife, daughter, do not betray me, do not obey these evil women. My lord, now the worst can happen to us.
You, put these prisoners under lock and key. Quickly.
Turandot, do what you like with me, but please, spare my son!
This monstrosity, spare him! Your son will be betrayed, and we will run the perpetual night of her dungeons for all eternity, so that no one knows of her deception! Fire! Heaven will avenge her!
What will Adelma do? this venture succeeds, no woman's name will be more celebrated than mine. No fool will ever again dare the riddles. I will revel in telling him his name tomorrow before the sages. I'll shame him and reject him. And yet, am I sure that I will enjoy it? I can almost see a sadness. It distresses me. I don't know why. Oh, Turandot! What are you thinking? Did he care how sad he made me when he solved the riddles? Heaven, please help Adelma. Let me defeat the prince tomorrow and remain a free woman.
Your Highness, it is 3 o'clock in the morning. You have paced this room exactly 316 times.
To tell you the truth, I'm bushed.
But if you want a safe place to sleep, don't worry, there's one right here for you.
I'm restless, too nervous to sleep. But you may go if you like.
Your Highness, can I ask a favor of you? If a ghost or two stroll by,
don't lose your temper.
Ghost? What do you mean?
It's like this, Your Highness. We have orders to keep everyone out of your room on pain of death. But poor ministers, the emperor is the emperor, and the princess, you might as well say she's the, well, empress. You know what she's like. It's hard to decide between them. We're between the devil and the deep blue sea. I wouldn't like to get anyone upset, if you know what I mean. Poor Slavs, if we want to put anything away for our old age, well, we're in a hell of a fix.
What do you mean? Am I not safe here?
I wouldn't say that, but you know how curious everyone is to know your name. Some little imp could slip through a keyhole and try to tempt you. You've got to keep your wits about you. Don't give anything away. You know what I mean? Poor ministers, these poor beggars.
Don't worry, I won't say a thing.
God. And please, don't give me away. I'm counting on you, Your Highness. Could I refuse a bag of gold coins? I tried, but no luck. It's like being tickled. Some people feel it, some don't.
This is strange, but who did he mean by little lips? Let the whole of hell pour in, I don't care. Winning Turandot means too much to me. Dawn is near, and my anxiety and waiting are almost over. Will she hate me? I must rest if I can.
My lord, my heart is racing.
Who are you? What do you want?
I'm Skirina, the wife of Hassan. Poor Hassan! I disguised myself as a soldier and mingled with your guards. When I saw my chance, I slipped into your room. I have terrible things to tell you, Your Highness, but fear, doubts, sorrows clog my throat.
Skirina, what is wrong?
It's Hassan. Someone told Turandot he knew you, and she ordered her men to search for him in secret. He is in danger. If that
My poor servant. Turandot was ruthless.
But there's more. Your father is at my house. He says your mother is dead.
My mother dead? My father the king?
Then no. Your father knows what you did today and wants to come to the palace. He is worried, afraid, tearful. He wants to come to the palace and tell them who he is. He keeps crying, I want to die with my son. I tried to stop him by telling him what you did today. He thinks I'm making it all up to keep him calm. The only thing that will stop him is a note from you in your handwriting and signed with your name telling him you're safe. That's why I took the frightful risk of coming here for that note.
My poor father. Scarina, you are lying.
May Burging Guzino blast me if I lie.
Oh, my poor father. My mother. I'm so sorry for you.
There's no time. Send the letter right away or there'll be worse trouble. Here. I brought a pen and ink with me. Give your father a few words and he'll be happy. If not, he'll come to the palace and your name will soon be known.
Dear Daddy, no. Scarina, go to my father. Tell him to ask Altoum for a private audience. He will tell him enough to set his mind at ease. That is the best way.
You don't want to write? A line or two would be enough.
No, Scarina, I will not write. I'm amazed the wife of Hassan would try and betray me.
Betray you? What do you mean? I pray Adelma's other plans don't go awry like this. Very well, Your Highness. I will tell your father what you have said today, but I never expected to be called a traitor after all my efforts on your behalf. Adelma is smart, but this prince is no idiot either.
Carlos tried to. The ghost did appear. But Scarina swore a sacred oath that my father is the king and my mother is dead. Alas, it must be true. How the blows of misfortune fall on me like hail. What is this? Oh, another ghost.
Prince, I'm one of the servants of Turandot. Her influence has made it possible for me to enter your room. I have good news.
I wish that could be true, but your princess is still angry and her heart is hard.
That is so. I can't deny it, but you're the first to make an impression on that heart. It seems impossible, and I'll know you'll call me a liar, but even though she says she hates you, I can tell she's really in love. May the earth open up and swallow me if I lie.
Then that is indeed good news. Do you have anything more to tell me?
My lord, she is still desperately miserable. Her ambition makes her so. She fears that, she knows she will be unable to announce names tomorrow in the council hall, and she fears that after so many ugly victories, the people will mock her mercilessly when she loses. May hell open up and swallow this servant if she lies.
There's no need to take such a heavy oath, servant. I believe you. Tell Turandot that the trial may be cancelled. The people will hate and mock her less. If instead of riddling, she proves herself capable of mercy and takes pity on a lover's pain and a father's anguish. Is that what you were sent to tell me?
No, Your Highness. The princess begs a favor of you. She wants to save appearances and to be able to announce names. After she does, she will descend from her throne and offer you her hand in marriage. We are alone here. A few words will win her heart and make her your loving bride and not a wife by force.
You left out a few words at the end of that speech, didn't you, servant?
What word, Your Highness?
May hell open up and swallow the servant if she lies.
Do you think I'm not telling the truth?
Perhaps not the whole truth, and in fact my doubt is so strong that I will not do what you ask. Go to Turandot. Tell her to love me. Say that I refuse to reveal my name, not to cause her pain, but, oh, because I love her so much.
Foolish man, you have no idea what your defiance will cost
I
you.
don't care if it costs me my life.
Good, then you may get what you asked for. Useless. Mama!
Go, foolish ghost! And yet, somehow, Serina's words, they unsettle me. I just wish my poor mother, my father... No, be strong. Only a few more hours and I will know whether or not what they're saying is truth. My churning mind, it needs some respite. Yes, perhaps I'll sleep.
Great. He's snoring. Or pretending. Luckily, it was only my head. Now, where did I put that magic mandrake? Oh, don't tell me you dropped it, Truffledino. Not after you paid cash. The eunuchs find it and put it under my pillow. Disaster! 2 bags of gold of a reward for his name. Oh, think back, Truffledino, think back. You stuck it in your left hand for safekeeping. It was clammy. Why didn't you keep it there? I did! There it is! Still clammy. Magic mandrake, the root of truth. Now, to put you under the pillow, like so. Oh! Luckily, it was only my head again. Did I wake him? Where's the mandrake? There you are, you rotten little root. Get under there. Now, the mandrake dealer said to put the question and the person sleeping will answer. A general once told military secrets to an enemy spy. A merchant once told his son where his family stash was. A minister once told his wife that he was having an affair with her sister. The bastard! Speak of the mortality of all times. Time's up! To put the question, stranger, for 2 bags crammed full of gold, what is your name? And I want the straight answer. That was the signal. He's spelling it out. Letter by letter. Oh, Truffledino, why didn't he learn how to spell? That was a T. That was a T. An R. A U. An F. Another F. An A. An L. D-I-N-O. Who would have guessed it? He has the only name I know how to spell. Quick, the princess to get 2 bags of gold. Wait, Truffledino. Don't forget the magic mandrake. You're going to make me rich. gonna stick you under the king's pillow tonight. Oh, magic mandrake, how you make me. Luckily, it was only in my head again.
My first plans failed, and I could not discover the names. But perhaps now I can induce him to love me and take me away from the city. This is the moment. Gods of love, lend me strength and ingenuity. Fortune make my plot succeed and break the chains of my servitude. My beloved is sleeping. He is so handsome. I wish I didn't have to wake him, but there is not a moment to lose. Stranger, wake up!
Who woke me? Oh, another ghost. What do you want? Why don't you leave me alone?
Angry? How can an unhappy woman harm you? I have not come to fish for your name. Do you want to know what brings me here? Listen.
I warn you, you better not try to betray me.
I betray you, ungrateful man. Tell me, stranger, didn't Scarina come? Didn't she try to convince you to write a letter?
She did.
And you didn't write it?
Of course not, I'm not a fool.
Oh, thank heaven. Tell me, didn't a servant come with another story to find out your identity?
Yes, and she went away without discovering it. Exactly as you would.
If you knew me, my lord, you would not have such suspicions. First sit and listen to me. Then if you think I'm betraying you, condemn me.
Very well. Tell me what you want.
First, look at me. Do you recognize me?
There's an air about you, woman. Your behavior and bearing are noble, but by your dress, I would say you are a servant. Didn't I see you before in the council chamber? Yes, I remember. I felt sorry for you.
As I felt sorry for you when I saw you 5 years ago in my father's courts. You must have known. I did everything I could for you then. Oh, you must have known from the way that I looked at you, how I felt. Haven't you seen this face before?
Adelma, the Princess of Karazani, I thought you were dead.
Yes, Adelma, daughter of the King of Karazani, born to a throne, and now a miserable servant.
Oh, poor princess, a servant.
Let me describe my sad plight. I had a brother who was as mad with love for Turandot as you are now. He attempted the riddles. You have seen his skull, there with all the others above the city gates.
I heard this story once before, but I thought it was just a lying fairy tale. I know no different.
My father was a brave man who raged at the death of his son and sought revenge. He led his army against Altum's empire, but fate frowned on him. He lost the battle and was killed. One of Altum's ministers, a pitiless man jealous of our royal titles, attempted to wipe out every member of my family. He slew my 3 remaining brothers, then threw my mother, my sisters, and myself into a river to drown. Just then, the merciful Emperor Altum arrived at the riverbank. He was angry at his minister's cruelty and ordered his soldiers to pull us up out of the river, but too late! My mother and sisters were already dead. I was thus fortunate. I lived, and so the Emperor gave me as a servant to his daughter. Prince, if you have human feelings, you will pity me. Think of how it feels to be a servant to the cruel Turandot, the cause of all my troubles, the fountain of all my misfortunes.
Princess, I do pity you, but what can I do for you now? I am helpless. If tomorrow I reach the pinnacle of happiness, I will grant you your freedom. But for now, your sorrows can only make my own harder to confront.
I revealed my identity by showing you my face. You know my lineage and my wretched history. I hope you will believe a princess's word when her compassion, I dare not say her love,
forces her to tell you a secret. You are blindly in love with Turandot. May heaven help you to believe what I must tell you about her.
What is it you want to say?
I want to say...
Don't leave me in suspense.
But you will tell me that I came here to deceive you. You will think I am like those low-born women.
What is it you want to tell me about my beloved?
Heaven make him believe my lie. My lord, Turandot, depraved, vicious, infamous Turandot, has given orders to have you murdered at dawn. That is how the woman you love will treat you.
Orders to kill me?
Yes, to kill you. When you leave this room tomorrow, 20 swords will plunge into your body.
I must call guards.
No, wait! What are you doing? If you hope to save yourself by warning the gods, oh, poor man! You have no idea how influential the princess is, how far her power extends.
Oh, Kaloth! Father Timur, is this how I helped you?
Oh, Kaloth, the son of Timur. My lie brought me luck. He told me his name without meaning to. Now, gods of love, help me to convince him to hate Turandot.
Fortune! What more can you do to a desperate, forsaken man, to an innocent and devoted prince? After so much misery, you go and add this final blow that Turandot could commit such a murder. No unthinkable, so lovely a face could not commit an act. Delma, you are lying.
That is an insult. But I will not be offended. I knew you would not believe me. Stranger, the riddle of your name has driven Turandot nearly mad. She knows she will never solve it. She paces back and forth like a madwoman. She shakes herself like a dog and howls and grimaces. Her face is pale and sickly green with fear, her eyes red and swollen, oh, her expression clouded. She would look awful to you now, not like the beauty you saw in the council hall. I told her how handsome you are, described you in the most convincing words, and argued that she should accept you as a husband. I failed. She gave her eunuchs orders to kill you secretly. A more infernal woman was never born. She repays your love with death. Oh, I know you don't believe me, and your distrust does not wound me, but I weep for the fate that hangs over you.
I am put here by an emperor's army, here to protect me, and I am in danger of betrayal. That foul minister was right to say that self-interest and fear will make any man unfaithful. Oh, Turandot, is this how you repay a lover who, in his mad passion for you, who tries to be generous to the limit and give you all that you desire? No, let my callous destiny overtake me. I no longer wish to live.
Stranger, Adelma will find a way for you. Oh, I pitied you, and so I bribed some of the guards with Turandot's gold. In a cave, in my former kingdom, an immense treasure is buried. Some of the guards will be our escort. Horses are ready for us. Let us flee from this ugly city. Together we will have the strength to regain my kingdom, which will be yours, along with my gratitude, my love, and if you wish, myself. I wish only to save you from death, and myself from servitude. If that could come to pass, I could even suppress my love for you. A love that is tearing me apart. A love that I am too embarrassed to confess so openly. Daybreak is near. Come, stranger, we must hasten away!
Delma, I am deeply sorry, but I cannot free you and escort you to Velas. What would our tomb think of my flight? He would think I was a traitor, and he would be right, since in freeing you I would violate the sacred laws of hospitality.
Say rather that his daughter violates them.
She will never be mine now, Delma. I have come to terms with that. But at least I can die at the hands of a woman whom I adore. Escape if you want. I will remain here. Without her, my life is no better than a walking death.
You're serious? Has love driven you into delirium?
Love or death, my only choice.
Stranger, I know very well that she is more beautiful than I am, but I hoped you would at least be grateful to me. Don't you see? It is your life that matters to me. Come, let us flee. Come on.
I have made up my mind. I will die.
Thankless man! If you will not escape, neither will I.
We shall see which of us can give up life and scorn the punishment of adverse fortune more heroically. Perseverance is often successful in love, Kalaf, the son of Timur. Stranger, farewell.
Has any man ever passed a night of more torment and love with a woman who hates me and surrounded by plots? Just when I thought I was about to reach true happiness, I find that Turandot wants to murder me. Well, dawn is near. Let the serpent drink my blood if she thirsts so badly for it, and end my misery.
Your Highness, it's time for the trial.
So, ministers, are you the one? Well, carry out your orders. Kill me if you will. I don't care.
Orders? My only orders are to bring you to the council hall. Because the Emperor is ready?
Well, we'll make it for the council hall then. Though I'll know I'll never make it there. You will see that I can die with my dignity. I won't even defend myself. A spiteful woman.
What the hell's going to him? Damned woman. They didn't let him sleep and he's gone off his rocker. All right, boys.
What's going on? All the way here, I imagined I was about to be attacked, but nothing happened. Either a elements deceived me, or Turandot discovered the names and countermanded her orders to have me murdered. If this is so, then I no longer wish to live.
My boy, you seem upset. You should be happy. There is nothing to worry about. Today your misfortunes come to an end. What I have learned will give you great joy. My daughter is going to be your wife. 3 times she has sent me messages begging me to delay the trial and prevent the marriage. Do you see? Your victory is sure.
It's a safe bet, Your Highness. Twice I was called the door of the harem to receive her commands. It was so cold, my beard was still shivering. See? Why? I just got a kick out of seeing her so desperate. It warmed my heart to think of all the happiness in store for us.
Oh, I was there at 6 o'clock. The dawn was breaking. She kept me there for half an hour, begging. Between the cold and her anger, I lost my patience. I may have let a bad word slip, but I should have spanked her pretty behind. Oh,
Do you see how late she is? I have sent strict orders for her to come. If she refuses, I will have her dragged here by force. I have reason to be angry with her.
I thank you for your kind words, but certain fears are tormenting me and I am distressed to cause her pain. I would rather... No, I can't say that. I just can't live without her. In time, my tenderness will make her forget her hatred for me.
Ministers, we are ready. She will see I mean what I say. Let the people enter, let everyone rejoice. Prepare the altar, let the wedding take place.
Oh, here she comes, Chancellor. Seems to me she's crying.
Oh, her escort is pretty melancholy. This wedding looks more like a funeral.
Stranger, I know that in your heart you are glad to see my servants' mourning clothes and their sad expressions. See the altar prepared for my wedding, and I too am sad. But in the end, I had to yield to my destiny.
Princess, I wish that I could show you my heart so that you would see how my happiness is made bitter by your anger. Let us be united by mutual love and understanding. I beg to be forgiven if a lover need to be forgiven for loving.
Let the music play and the wedding proceed.
No. It is not yet time for that. I could have no greater revenge than this. After lulling you into happiness with the appearance of sadness and defeat, I now shrivel you from joy to anguish. Kala, son of Timur, leave this hall. Those are the two names you challenged me to guess. Look for another bride and see how easily Turandot unravels your feeble mystery.
I have lost her.
By the blood and bones of Bacchus, she has given it to us on the nose.
Lost everything. Who can help me now? No, I'm my own murderer. I've lost my beloved by loving her too much.
Oh, my love. This unforeseen stroke grieves me deeply.
I'm sorry for the poor man. I can no longer defend my heart from him.
Then yield to your heart. Listen, the people are murmuring against you.
What she decides now means life or death for me.
Am I losing my mind? Oh, tell me, is this a nightmare? Oh, princess, are you happy to see the man who adores you still alive? Oh, well, then let your trial include my death. Kala, whose name you know and curse, and I, Kala, curse heaven and earth, and my own destiny. Here, at your feet I die.
What miracle is this?
Princess, why have you prevented my death? Are you capable of mercy? No, you spiteful woman. If you were truly capable of mercy, you would take pity on my father. Poor, persecuted, and but let me die!
No! I will not let you
choice is my death.
You have won the trial unfairly, Kalaf. You revealed the names to Adama last night, carried away by I don't know what outpouring of grief. She told them to me. Let the world know that I'm incapable of a dishonest act. And let them know as well that your own merits, your generosity, and your handsome features soften my heart. Live, Kalaf. Turandot is your bride.
I can die of happiness.
Daughter. My dear daughter. I forgive all the grief you gave me. All your cold cruelty. Oh. It's time for a wedding! Time for a wedding!
Listen, you stone man! Live with my enemy! Princess, I hate you!
All my plots were aimed at winning this man whom I have loved since I first saw him 5 years ago at my father's court. I pretended to help you while I was telling him you were wicked and asking him to flee with me. He accidentally revealed the names you sought, and I told you, hoping you would reject him. I then thought I could convince him to leave with me, but he loves you too much. All my plotting was useless. All my hopes have died. My blood will wash away that shame from the past.
I received nothing but good from you. I'm sorry if my love for him was too great to overcome. I am not thankless. I swear to the gods that if I could love any other woman, that it would be you.
No, I am unworthy of you.
Adelma, what is this madness?
Princess, you have heard my grim story. Now you are stealing the man I love. I became a traitor for his sake, and now he robs me of my revenge. But give me liberty at least. Remember, a jealous heart dares anything for revenge. You will always be in danger if Adelma is near.
Poor princess, I pity you.
Adelma, I can now repay you for all that you've inadvertently done for me. Altoon, if a request for me has any influence, then I say grant this princess her freedom.
I ask it too, Father. I know she sees me as a bitter reminder of her misfortunes. My love and complete trust in her were misplaced. She hated me secretly all along, and will never believe that I could wish to be more her friend than her superior. Let her go free.
On such a glad day as this, I cannot stint in my generosity. And Delma must be happy too. The princess will have her kingdom back and will choose a husband who will rule more prudently than her rash father.
Oh, my lord! Oh, good love! My emotions press me, and I cannot appreciate your liberality. But time will clear my mind. For now, I can only try to hold back my tears and be sad.
Where's my father? Is he here so I can embrace him?
He is in my care. By now he's heard of the joyful news.
Timur, in your care. Rejoice, Kalaf. My empire is yours already. Let Timur rejoice as well, for his kingdom has been freed. The tyrant Charismo, whose savagery made him hated, has been assassinated by your subjects.
My lord. But thanks should go to the gods, not to mortals. Heavenly gods, I raise my hands to you and ask you to visit even greater misfortune upon me, to prove that your strength to redeem and heal goes beyond all human expectation and understanding.
Let no one else trouble my wedding day.
Keep ringing that bell!
No.